everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. This week, we've got teams who went in opposite directions last week. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Diego Chargers and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start. But I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by one of the more mobile quarterbacks in the league, and that's Tyrod Taylor.
7-6 as a first-time starter in 2015. He did a really nice job taking care of the football. 20 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders, is exactly what happened on that play.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL.
That draw play got blown up by the blitz of the defense. Ordinarily, that's exactly what you want. You want them to blitz, and they go past you, and you go past them for a big gain. But in this,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Taken in at the 22. Right through him.
Boom, bam, biff.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Texans take possession.
Let's go! 319! 319!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
And after the play on the ground, it brings up second down. Here's this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do.
And got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Odell Beckham, 79 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And that one obviously worked out, but it's one where you kind of hold your breath because he was sitting there waiting to take a hit as he threw that ball downfield.
And this is the NFL. You're going to be tested a lot as a guy throwing the football. Will you stand in there, take the hit, and deliver downfield? And when you do it consistently, your offensive line loves you. Your receivers love you. Everyone does their job to the utmost because they have that kind of confidence in you, and they know that you've shown some toughness, and that's what he exhibited there.
But your body hates you.
No, your body's not really thrilled about the whole thing. The ice packs all around for the QB.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Play fake. Here's Taylor under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coach is always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they run with Perkins. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So they go out of the gun, try to delay it on the draw, but nothing there.
Yeah, good play by the defense there. They sniffed it out and made sure there were no gaps for him to run. If you're the offense, though, you have to think to yourself, maybe I go play action down the road.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. Oh, the spin. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out.
And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain. Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pick.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Troy Nicholas, his first touchdown on the year, and the Texans will add on to their lead. And when they called that play, I'm not sure they expected it to go all the way to the end zone. Nice little reward, though.
Without a doubt, and sometimes I think the offensive line gets a little bit more inspiration when they know that guy's going to get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often. They want to reward him for all that good blocking he does as well.
And now San Diego getting set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Here we go.
Now it's Taylor. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they've got it here with a first down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Here's Perkins on first down. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Come on, let's go. Try 38.
They go with Perkins again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the gun, it's Taylor. He hits Riddick underneath. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. So now on fourth down, Mike McCoy will send in the field goal unit. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go as we saw there.
Aguayo on. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And the lead is up to 18 now. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. So out come the Chargers. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On second down, here's Taylor. Now they go screen. It's complete. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for San Diego.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 11. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it?
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. J.J. Watt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Play action, now Taylor. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor to the sideline. And, oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the blitz coming, and down he goes. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And for the 2nd time, and play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there just before halftime. 72 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment, defense. Still 3rd down.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Aguayo's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Texans are in a good flow now 2 straight weeks, and much like last week are playing well enough to win. The Chargers will have to pick it up if they want to come away with the win. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Texans now on 3rd and 8. Under pressure here, and the ball is picked off. Chargers will end up returning it for a TD. They'll take the early advantage. Now 1st and 10, quick pass in Odell Beckham Jr. And this great play will go for 6. We're tied back up at 7. Now after the fumble, they'll go to the ground and pound here, and he'd go in for the 12-yard touchdown. The Texans is up now by 7. 3rd down, inches to go. They'll go with the run here, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. The lead now at 14. Now early in the 2nd quarter, here the pass would be completed into coverage, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. Texans go up by 18. That'll do it from here in Orlando. Let's get you back over to Houston as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. A little 360. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the 2nd half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
And that penalty will wipe out a big gain by the offense. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 14 yards there on the pickup, and that'll bring up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Let's go. Try 38.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Taylor, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. From the gun, it's Taylor. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Taylor on 1st down. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He hits Riddick underneath. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Offense.
Here's Jeff Locke now. He's been terrific so far. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
23 yards on the play. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll come out in the pistol.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go. Green 38. Green 38.
A handoff to Perkins. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, this O-line, they've had trouble with a pass rush all game long. This time it cost them 2 points.
I mean, you've got a quarterback back there who's running for his life, and he's had no time to throw the football. They've sacked him time and again, and this time they do it in the end zone.
You said it, partner. No time, none whatsoever. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to try and go deep again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Back to throw here. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, Clock on their side. Instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's second down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way. But I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd down and 4.
Strong left. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and run with their fullback. Uses the stiff arm. Again with a juke. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Usually the big fella's a blocker, a lead back, but he gets the ball on first down. What a surprise for everyone. And as a former safety, if he breaks into the secondary and you see him...
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Texans continue to pour it on. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end, and usually going to win that one.
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And on 3rd nation here defensively. From the gun, it's Taylor. Out to the flat for Rennan. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains.
Hey, watch number 33.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion.
Let's go!
Taylor now to throw on third down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. Here's Jeff Locke now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now we get a look at the captain of this offense heading back out there now. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out and made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
They'll come out throwing here on first down, eluding the pressure right. And this one's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. 3-19. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side.
Green, 39.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch one. Watch one.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But they went for the big play there. But that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Second down now after the incompletion. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jalen Smith in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Out comes the San Diego offense as they get set to see what they can do here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Fresh set of downs here. from the shotgun. It's Taylor. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Again, it's Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go.
3rd and 2. Now Taylor. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action.
Hey, 4 down. Let's go. 38.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off.
Offense.
And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. And that will write a finish to this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more